Good morning, students. In today's session, I'm going to explain you how to draw the radiation pattern and how to mark the parameters like half power beam width and then beam width between first null. Now let us see the radiation pattern. See, in general, the radiation pattern can be expressed in terms of field and power. Okay, it can be expressed in terms of field and power. So I'm going to draw both the terms, one with respect to the fields and another one with respect to the power, but both are same only. Okay, both are same. That's why I'm going to first I've drawn the field. With this respect to this, I'm going to draw and show you the gain pattern, right? That is a power pattern. Again repeat, radiation pattern can be expressed in terms of fields or power. Okay, fields means what? Electric and magnetic fields, and then power pattern means P. Now let us see this diagram. So see here, I've already taught you the parts of the radiation pattern. So this is called as what? Major lobe. This is called as major lobe, and these are called as the side lobes or minor lobes, and this is called as the back lobe. So all this concept I've taught you previous class itself. Major lobe means where it is having maximum direction. So for this one, in which angle it is maximum? 0. I've assumed here 0, 90 degree. Okay, 0, x and y plane. Okay, xy plane. In xy plane, the angle here I'm assuming theta 0 less than equal to theta less than equal to 90 degree, like that. Okay, so here 0 to 90, this value is maximum. Okay, so the maximum radiation is in this direction. That's why only half of the value we are getting. Only from 0 to 90 alone we are getting the maximum. Okay, so this is the question. Let us assume like this. Okay, we have a maximum in this angle for 0 to 90 degree, and then remaining and all the little bit of radiation which is given by side lobes. Okay, and then just opposite to this is a back lobe. So we have given a question like this. Now we are going to draw the power pattern for this. Okay, now where does the first value, that is first null means where there is no direction at all, no direction, that is only called as null. Okay, so again repeat, null means what? Where there is no direction. Now you see here in this exactly 45 degree, so plus 45 and minus 45 I have marked, plus 45 and minus 45 I have marked. Okay, here there is no direction. And then where is the maximum value? Exactly in this 0 degree. So here 0 it is maximum, and plus and minus 45 degree it is what? The first null. So I'm starting like this. It is maximum here. Okay, so this is a major lobe, the same diagram I've drawn here. And then what? Next plus 90 and minus 90. The next null, it is occurring in plus 90 and minus 90. So till plus 90 and till minus 90. Again this lobe is only, these two lobes only I've drawn like this. Okay, these two lobes. Then next where is the angle? Plus 150 and minus 150. So plus 150 and minus 150. Plus 150 minus 150 is the next one. Then finally it is 180 degree. Plus 180 and minus 180 degree is the back lobe. So like this I have drawn. Okay, again explain you how I have drawn the gain pattern. First you find out which direction, which angle it is showing maximum. Okay, so the major lobe is in 0 degree, and what is the value here? 1 value. Okay, so that value, that is a unit, magnitude is 1. So I am marking this here, and plus 45 minus 45 is only the null. There is no direction at this point. So when I draw a straight line and mark, the angle is 45 degree. So that's why I'm writing plus 45 to minus 45. These dots represent there is starting value. Okay, there is no direction. Okay, so like this I've drawn the axial mode. That is the both are radiation pattern. See the difference. This is also radiation pattern. This is also radiation pattern. But if it is in term of power, it is called as power pattern. If it is in term of fields like x and y components, it is called as field pattern. So that is only the difference. Okay, so two ways of drawing it, right? One is in terms of power, another one in terms of fields. Okay, both are same. Now let us see one small problem. We are going to find out half power beam width between first null for the field patterns E of theta equal to cos theta, 0 less than equal to theta less than equal to 90 degree. So we'll see what is this half power beam width and then what is this beam width between first null. Coming back to the same diagram itself, I'll complete that also here and then I'll draw the diagram for this problem. Okay. Now half power beam width. What is the concept here? Half power. That is when the power is fallen down to half of its value. So that is, this is the power, you take power pattern. Okay, I am taking the power pattern diagram. In this power pattern diagram, when the beam width, when the angle, it is fallen to, it is lowered again, fallen down from the maximum value to 3 dB. Okay, 3 dB value is 1 by root 2, which is 0.707. Okay, so when the power is fallen down, that width is called as half power beam width. Okay, the power is fallen to half of the value, it is called as half power beam width. The same I am going to represent here also when it is equal to 1 by root 2. Okay, that is 0.707. I am marking as 0.707. So this value, so you can draw like this. This is only called as half power beam width. Okay, so you understood what is half power beam width? When the power fallen down to half of its value, that is half power beam width. Then beam width between first null. Where is the first null? In this 45 degree. Plus 45 and minus 45. See here, plus 45 and minus 45. This angle, the beam width between first null, this angle is only called as beam width between first null. So here and this value, the beam width between the first null. Okay, first null value is what? Plus 45 minus 45. So this is called as beam width between first null. So these two parameters, I hope you all understood. Half power beam width means what? When the power is fallen to half of its value. Beam width between first null is what? It is the value between the first two nulls. A beam width between the first two nulls. Now in problem, we can find out these values. Okay. Let us see. Now the given that antenna has a field pattern of E of theta equal to cos theta. So first let us draw the radiation pattern for this. Let us draw the radiation pattern for this. Okay. So radiation pattern, how do we draw? I am drawing in terms of field component itself. Theta value is 0 to 90 degree. So 0 to 90 degree. Okay. Theta value is 0 to 90 degree. And then they've given E of theta as cos theta. Okay. Since they're given in terms of electrical field component, this is electrical field components, E of theta equal to cos theta. And then I'm going to draw the field pattern diagram for this. Okay. In terms of fields, I'm going to draw. Right. So theta equal to, when theta equal to 0, what is the value when theta equal to 0? Cos 0. Value is 1. Then what will be the value when theta equal to 45? Cos 45 value is 1 by root 2. Then what will be the value when cos 90 degree it is? Cos 90, the value is 0. Okay. So 0 to 90 degrees. 0, 45, 90. So we have got different values. So where is the maximum value? When it is 0. So here only the major lobe we have to mark. Okay. And here only the major lobe we have to mark. So I am drawing the diagram. It will be like this. Okay. So major lobe I have drawn. Now E of theta equal to cos theta. For this maximum value is 1. Which degree? Which degree? 0 degree. So 0 degree it is 1. Right. So I have drawn the diagram major lobe. Now how do we find half power beam width? Okay, I've according to the definition, what I've said, half power beam width, when the power is fallen down to half of its value. So it is given by half of it, that is a 3 dB value is what? E of theta equal to 1 by root 2. When the power is fallen to half of the value means electrical field will be 1 by root 2 term. Okay, when the power, because we know that already power is directly proportional to E square. So when the power is half of the value, then the electrical field will be 1 by root 2 times, right? So using this formula, so half power beamwidth, if you want to calculate, E of theta will be equal to what? 1 by root 2. So what is E of theta? Cos theta. Cos theta equal to 1 by root 2. So theta equal to cos inverse of 1 by root 2. So the answer is 45 degree. So half power beam width value will be 45 degree. And then beam width between first null. So we have to, so we got the answer like 45 degree only half power beam width. Okay, this 45 degree only half power beam width. Beam width between first null is what? It is definitely twice of this value. Okay, so twice of half power beam width. Twice of half power beam width. Answer is only beam width between first null. So 2 into 45, it is 90 degree. So this is the answer for the field pattern E of theta equal to cos theta. Okay, so I'll again repeat, E of theta equal to cos theta. Theta value 0 to 90 degree. Okay, so we have drawn the diagram. We are finding out only which angle it is maximum. So 0 only it is getting maximum. So I have drawn the radiation pattern like this. Now I am marking the remaining two parameters. For that we are using this formula. As per the definition, power is fallen to half of its value. So if the power is fallen to half of the value, the electrical formula will be what? 1 by root 2. So always when you want to find the half power beam width, you can equate the field pattern to 1 by root 2. You will get the answer. And if you want to find out beam width between first null, twice of this. Okay. Now I will give you one more problem. Let the field pattern E of theta equal to sin theta. So you have to draw half power beam width between first null, and then radiation pattern. First you have to draw this radiation pattern, then you have to mark these two parameters. Let us see how to, they have not mentioned the angle. If they have not mentioned the angle, we have to take for one complete circle, that is theta value is what? 0 to 360 degree you have to take. Okay, 0 to 360 degree. So I am just marking 0 to 360 degree I am going to mark. Okay, the 0 to 360 degree. Now, so here what is sin 0 value? 0. Okay, sin 90, 1. So where it will be maximum? Definitely 90 it will be maximum. So I am keeping 0, 180, 90, 270 like this. I am just marking like this. Okay. So here sin 90 will be maximum. So here it will be maximum. Definitely here it will be maximum. Since I am taking for one complete circle, that is 0 to 360. So again the next half will be here. It will be maximum. So something like this. So this will be your diagram. Okay, so this is a maximum direction. Okay, these two ends you will be getting because they have marked for the full circle. If they have given only 0 to 90 means only this portion you will be having. This portion you have to mark. Okay, now let us find the half power beam width. What is the formula for half power beam width? Half power beam width means the field component is equal to 1 by root 2. Field component is equal to 1 by root 2. So what is the field component here? Sin theta. Sin theta equal to 1 by root 2. So theta equal to sin inverse of 1 by root 2. Answer is again 45. Okay. So answer is 45 degree. Then beam width between first null is twice of half power beam width, which is 90 degree. So this is how we will find out half power beam width and beam width between first null. Okay. So we'll see the next class with the measurement of angles.